Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us observe what are the things that we need to consider while selecting a model. Either it will be ML based model or Gen AI related model. Now I'm opening Hugging Face because this Hugging Face is nothing but models providing platform. This platform will provide you multiple models. You can see here models option is there. I'm just selecting it. It will provide you multiple models. It will provide you multiple models. Based on your requirement, you need to select. Let's say I want to use a model for my platform related chatbot or conversational expert. So since my model need to generate a text under natural language processing, I am selecting this text generation option. So like that, you can able to select what is your task. First, you need to classify the models based on the task. Then after, if you have a specific requirement of language, like in this language, I need my models, then you need to select that as well. Currently, I require English, so that's why I selected. And the company, like, so what is the provider? Who is the provider? That provider you need to consider. In current market, we have multiple providers are there in order to provide their own pre-trained models. So while selecting any pre-trained or fine-tuned model, you need to consider who is the provider. Based on the brand, you can move on with a specific model that you want. So Microsoft is providing us, you can search for Microsoft. So it is providing us some models. And one more, that is Google also providing us some models. You can check it here. So if you just search on it, then you might get the results. And Mistral Llama models are for Google. They developed famous models like Gamma models are there, and Llama based models are also there. NVIDIA developed and Meta Llama developed models are also there. And you can also use Mistral AI developed models. These are also famous models. So based on your task requirement, you need to select. And Microsoft also provided their models, like 5 models are there. These are less in size, and these will provide you accurate response like others. And so like that, you need to classify your model based on the provider brand. Then after, you can see 70B. So what is this 70B? It's nothing but the parameters. So by using how many parameters the model is trained on. So that is represented by using these parameter value, that is a 70B. And so based on your requirement and your storage that you want to allocate for your application for these models, you need to select a specific model. And so what is this last instruct? This instruct actually specifies about the task. So this model is specially designed for instruction based tasks. If we provide instructions to this model, then this can able to provide me the appropriate response correctly. So let's open any one of the model, like yeah. So currently I want to open a small model. So Mistral AI based, it's a Nemo based model, instructor based. In these multiple models also, you again need to sort them by trending or most liked or most downloads. So like that you can able to pick one model. Now I'm just want to pick the mostly utilized or most downloaded model, that is this. And here you can even provide the specific query, and you can able to analyze how this is responding in this interface API as well. Like I want to print hello world program. So I'm just asking it to print hello. Yeah, you can see. So it was provided me the Python code related to that. So like that, based on my instruction, it is working. So like this, you can able to test it as well, and you can able to identify this numerical precision as well. So while using a model, you need to check with this numerical precision. This correlates to how much amount of storage that it will take in order to store on your system or load onto your machine while you are using this model. And while selecting the model, you also need to consider the sequence length. So what is the sequence length, sir? The sequence, yeah, context window or sequence length. This sequence length or context window specifies, so what is the total length of your input and output tokens. Nothing but here we are providing the question, right? Yes, here we are providing the question. The combination of this input and output tokens. So totally how many tokens will be happened? So that limit will be considered as this window size. Simply we can say like the number of tokens that we are used, that we are allowed to use in order to provide some input or get some output. Let's say you provided a question with 32k tokens, then this won't work. That means this model won't work. Let's analyze it with let's open some Wikipedia, and let's open some story or anything, and let's copy some text and let's send there. Yeah, I'm just opening any one of the persons related, and I'm just copying this whole data, and I'm just passing that whole text here. So I hope this, yeah, you can see a lot of. So I think it's not over 32k, so that's why it is again coming. I'm just pasting the same text again and again and again. You can see what we got. So invalidation error, like input tokens plus max new tokens will must less than 32k. So if it exceeds, then like this we got the error. That means whatever the input that we provide and whatever the output that we get must be less than 32k. If it exceeds, then this model won't provide you the response. So that's about this window context. While selecting a model, we need to verify, we need to check with this window context or sequence length as well. The older versions of the models will provide up to 8k only, but nowadays the models they are developing will providing us a limit of 32k tokens, like 32k context window size they are providing. So the model can, this model can able to respond up to 32k window size. So if we exceed that limit, then we might not get the response. Even it's just a 7 billion parameter model, right? Yes. And so while selecting the model, you can even analyze the files as well. So let's see the model related configuration. I think we need to grant access. So for that, let's request for agree and access the repository policy. Now, yeah, we are verified to access this. Yeah, you can see we now able to open this. And here max position embeddings, that is nothing but 32k. So whatever the details that is mentioned in the repository is nothing but this. So this specifies your maximum length of embeddings that you can able to pass or get from this model. If we want more than this limit, then we need to choose, or we need to prefer to choose another model as well. So these are the major considerations that we need to consider while selecting a specific model. Like we need to consider this sequence length, like a max positional embeddings length for max input plus output length prediction. And we also need to consider parameters, like how many parameters it is trained on, because these parameters, the 7b parameters will define us. So how much speed the response will be. If the parameters are less, then we'll get the response in very speed. The response speed is very high. If we compare the parameters are more, then that model will provide you with a bit late responses. And we also need to consider for which task this model is designed. You can see this designed for text generation. So these are the major things that we need to consider. And at last we need to consider this brain float value, precision value, brain float numerical floating point value as well while selecting a model. So this is about how can you able to select a model based on your requirement and preference. Based on among these multiple options, you need to consider a appropriate model, and you can able to use that model on your real-time application. I hope this video is useful and helpful while selecting a model among multiple parameters. So if you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye guys.